I'm Wade Tangelo.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Gertz.
And we're here to run down the top 10 events of the weekend. And number 10, Jimmy, kick it off.
Yep, so it's Paleface at the Blue Rooster. Kind of an unusual pick. Usually Blue Rooster, it's a little bit more kind of bluesy, as the name would suggest. But Paleface is actually, he's kind of like a cult icon of alt folk indie. Some of his friends are like, Beck, Regina Spektor, the Avett Brothers, pretty big names. So it's a rare chance to see him. $5, should go do it.
Cool, something different to check out. Red Barn Bar is hosting a chili cook-off. Can't beat that. There's going to be raffles, prizes, and proceeds go to the Humane Society of Sarasota. And then number 7, Mr. Beery's, the craft beer whose slogan is "No crap on tap," is having its 7th anniversary, and they're going to have a bunch of food trucks, cornhole tournament, great excuse to have some Sunday fun. And in Golf Cape there, they kind of make it a whole block party.
I think you want to talk about the car meet as well?
I do. Because I jumped right over that. Number 9, the Devereaux Kaiser Car Meet. Thank you, Jimmy.
Yep.
They're going to have vintage cars there for you to look at, and also there's going to be cars there for sale, because the only thing cooler than looking at a classic car is owning one. And so now we are going to jump back up in the rotation to number 6. I like to mix it up.
Yeah, surprising.
Gladys Knight's going to be at the Van Wezel. Are you familiar with Gladys Knight?
I mean, who's not familiar with Midnight Train to Georgia?
That's right. Midnight Train to Georgia. She's got a great voice. And she played there a couple years ago. And I did not make it, but I heard she sounds just as good as she does on all those great radio hits.
Right.
And then number 5, we got Kenny Rogers. And what makes this show special, Jimmy?
Well, according to him, it's his final world tour. Final chance to see him. I think he's calling it the Gambler's Last Deal, Gambler's Last Hand. And, if you want to see, the Gambler, just dropped in, went to see what my condition was in, Islands in the Stream, all those. You might want to go to the Van Wezel because it'll probably be your last chance.
There's very few people have had as many country hits as Kenny Rogers, and it seems some interviews pretty convincing that this will be the final tour.
So there you go.
And then we've got the Manatee County Fairgrounds. They just had the Manatee County Fair there, and now they got bull riding competition, the rodeo, and there are going to be some amateur bull riders, but then there's a bunch of professional bull riders, and it's part of a big tournament. And maybe you've seen bull riding on ESPN, but I'll tell you, seeing it up close and personal is quite thrilling, watching those brave people get on those big animals. Mm-hmm. Number 3, 2 things we have worth going to Tampa. We rarely do this, but these are 2 big ones. What do we have at number 3, Jimmy?
Well, we have the inescapable cloud that is Gasparilla. It comes every year. Right. You go see some pirates, see them invade, see the parade, Bring your kids. If you don't want to bring your kids, go there and get drunk like everyone else. Not much else to say about it than that.
There isn't. I lived in South Tampa where I could walk to Gasparilla. I don't know. I understand taking a boat there can be fun, but quite hectic. It's something to experience. Let's put it that way. If you have not, it is definitely something to put on your bucket list. Number 2, right here in Sarasota, we got a big music festival. Tell us about the Suncoast Blues Festival, Jimmy.
Yep, Suncoast Blues Fest returns. It's a 2-day event bringing blues acts from all over the country, Texas, Buffalo, Connecticut. Although Saturday's headliner is right from around here, Selman Birchwood, Tampa guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you like blues, there's a lot of it there at that event this week.
That's right. And number 1, sending you back to Tampa because Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey Circus, as you've probably heard, is ending its 146-year history, and Feld Entertainment Parent Company's ending it. They rehearsed right here in Manatee County, and the last chance to see them in the area before they close in May is this weekend at the Amalie Arena. Some more tickets were just released. They just sent a press release. It's the first show without elephants, first show with the female ringmaster. Going to be a lot of BMX bike stunts. And so it's the last chance to see a bit of history.
Yeah, it would have been nice, maybe if they were somewhere around the Sarasota area where it was so huge that they did it. But, Tampa's not far. So for a lot of people who live around here, this is going to be your best chance to see the circus one more time.
And who knows, maybe they will give us one last show in Sarasota.
Yeah, here's hoping.
And that legacy will continue. There's been a lot of talk of that. Anyway, lots more events. Check them all out at ticketsarasota.com. And everyone, have a great weekend.